Did you know that students around the world spend an average of 15,000 hours in school from primary to high school? That's like watching 10,000 movies back to back.
Think of learning English like climbing a ladder. Each new phrase you learn is another step up. Sometimes you might slip, but you're always moving forward. Every conversation you have builds your confidence and takes you higher.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to ChillTalk English. I'm Henry.
And I'm Emma. Today, we're going to learn how to talk about school and classes in English.
You know, when I first started learning English, I struggled to explain my class schedule to my language partner. I couldn't remember the words for different subjects or how to describe my teachers. It made me feel frustrated.
That's so common, Henry. School is a big part of life, and being able to talk about it is essential. Today, we'll teach you practical phrases for discussing classes, homework, teachers, and school activities.
If you find this helpful, please like our video, share it with friends learning English, and subscribe to our channel for more lessons.
Scene 1. Meeting a new classmate.
In our first scene, Emma and I will be in a school hallway. I'll play the role of new student Alex, and Emma will play classmate Emily.
Let's begin.
Excuse me, is this room 205 for English class?
Yes, it is. Are you new here?
Yes, I just started today. My name is Alex.
Nice to meet you, Alex. I'm Emily. What grade are you in?
I'm in 10th grade. How about you?
I'm in 10th grade too. Who's your English teacher?
I think it's Mr. Smith. Is he a good teacher?
Yes, he's very nice and helpful. What other classes are you taking?
I have math, science, history, and art. What about you?
I have the same classes, except instead of art, I have music.
That sounds interesting. Do you like music class?
Yes, it's my favorite subject. What's your favorite subject?
I think science is my favorite. Is the science teacher strict?
Not really. She explains things well and gives fair tests. When does the school day end?
At 3:30 p.m. What time is lunch?
Lunch is at 12:30. Do you want to sit together today?
That would be nice. Thank you for helping me.
No problem. Welcome to our school.
Vocabulary and phrase breakdown.
Great conversation. Now let's explain some key phrases.
First, are you new here? Is a friendly way to ask if someone recently joined the school. For example, are you new here? Or is this your first day?
Next, what grade are you in is how you ask about someone's level in school. Like in our dialogue, what grade are you in? You can also say, what year are you in?
Another useful phrase is, who's your English teacher? This helps you learn about teachers. For example, who's your math teacher? Or who teaches history?
We also used, what other classes are you taking? This is how you ask about someone's schedule, like, what other classes are you taking? Or what subjects do you have?
Finally, is he a good teacher? Is how you ask about teacher quality. For example, is she a good teacher? Or do you like your science teacher? Now let's practice some of these phrases. Repeat after me. Are you new here?
Are you new here?
What grade are you in?
What grade are you in?
Who's your English teacher?
Who's your English teacher?
What other classes are you taking?
What other classes are you taking?
Is he a good teacher?
Is he a good teacher? When does the school day end?
When does the school day end? Excellent! Now try using these phrases when talking to new classmates.
Scene 2. Asking a teacher for help.
For our second scene, Emma and I will be in a classroom after class. I'll play the role of student Jessica, and Henry will play teacher Mr. Wilson.
Let's begin.
Excuse me, Mr. Wilson, do you have a minute? Of course, Jessica. What can I help you with? I'm having trouble with the homework from yesterday.
Which part is difficult for you?
I don't understand the grammar exercise on page 25. Let me explain it again. The exercise is about past tense verbs.
Could you give me an example?
Sure. For example, I walked to school yesterday uses the past tense.
I see. How do I know when to use past tense?
Use past tense when you talk about things that already happened.
That makes sense. Can I ask you another question?
Yes, of course. I'm here to help.
When is the next test?
The next test is on Friday. We'll review everything on Thursday.
Should I study the whole chapter?
Focus on pages 20 to 30. That's what will be on the test. You're welcome,
Thank you so
Jessica.
much for your help, Mr.
Remember,
Wilson.
you can always ask questions in class too.
I will. Thank you again.
Vocabulary and phrase breakdown. Henry. Great teacher-student conversation. Now, let's explain some key phrases.
Emma, first, do you have a minute? Is a polite way to ask if someone is available to talk. For example, do you have a minute? Or, can I talk to you for a moment?
Next, I'm having trouble with is how you express difficulty with something. Like in our dialogue, I'm having trouble with the homework. You can also say, I'm having trouble understanding this.
Another useful phrase is, could you give me an example? This is how you ask for clarification. For example, could you give me an example? Or, can you show me an example?
We also used, when is the next test? This is how you ask about upcoming exams. Like, when is the next test? Or, do we have a test soon?
Finally, should I study the whole chapter? Is how you ask about what to focus on for studying. For example, should I study the whole chapter? Or, what should I study for the test?
Now, let's practice these new phrases. Repeat after me. Emma.
Do you have a minute?
Do you have a minute? Henry. I'm having trouble with the homework. Emma.
I'm having trouble with the homework.
Emma.
Could you give me an example?
Henry. Could you give me an example? Emma.
When is the next test?
Henry. When is the next test? Emma.
Should I study the whole chapter?
Henry. Should I study the whole chapter? Emma.
Thank you for your help.
Henry. Thank you for your help.
Excellent. Now try using these phrases when you need help from a teacher.
Scene 3. Talking about homework and exams. Henry. For our third scene, Emma and I will be in the school library. I'll play the role of student Daniel, and Emma will play classmate Olivia.
Let's begin.
Hi, Olivia. Are you working on the math homework?
Yes, I am. It's quite difficult. What about you?
I'm almost finished. Do you want to study together for the science exam?
That's a good idea. When is the exam?
It's on Monday. We have 3 days to study.
How much material do we need to cover?
Chapters 4 to 6. Did you understand the lesson about photosynthesis?
Not really. Can you explain it to me?
Sure. Photosynthesis is how plants make food using sunlight.
That makes sense now. What about the homework? How many exercises are there?
There are 15 exercises. I've done 10 so far.
I've only done 5. This homework is taking too long.
Do you want to work on it together? We can help each other.
Yes, please. That would be helpful. What time do you usually study?
I study best in the evening, after dinner. What about you?
I prefer studying in the morning. I'm more awake then.
Everyone studies differently. Let's meet tomorrow at the library to study for the exam.
Perfect. What time should we meet?
How about 10 a.m.? We can study for 2 hours.
That sounds good. I'll see you tomorrow.
Great. Don't forget to bring your science book.
I won't. See you tomorrow.
Vocabulary and phrase breakdown.
Excellent study conversation. Now let's explain some key phrases.
First, are you working on the math homework? Is how you ask about someone's homework progress. For example, are you working on the homework? Or, did you finish the homework?
Next, do you want to study together? Is how you suggest studying with someone. Like in our dialogue, do you want to study together? You can also say, should we study together?
Another useful phrase is, how much material do we need to cover? This helps you understand what to study. For example, how much material do we need to cover? Or, what will be on the exam?
We also used, it's taking too long. This expresses that something requires more time than expected. Like, this homework is taking too long. Or, the project is taking too long.
Finally, I study best in the evening is how you talk about your preferred study time. For example, I study best in the evening, or I study better in the morning.
What time should we meet?
Perfect. Now try using these phrases when talking about homework and studying with classmates. Scene 4. Parent-teacher meeting.
Emma, for our final scene, Henry and I will be at a parent-teacher conference. I'll play the role of parent Mrs. Johnson, and Henry will play teacher Mr. Anderson.
Henry, let's begin.
Good afternoon, Mr. Anderson. Thank you for meeting with me.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Johnson. It's nice to see you. Please have a seat.
Thank you. I wanted to talk about my
As you
daughter,
go,
Sarah. How is
explain
she doing in your
useful
class?
words or expressions in simple terms.
Sarah is a good student. She participates in class and completes her homework on time.
That's good to hear. Does she have any difficulties?
She sometimes struggles with writing assignments. She has good ideas, but needs help organizing them.
I see. How can I help her at home?
You could encourage her to make an outline before writing. This helps with organization.
That's a good suggestion. What about her test scores?
Her test scores are average. She does better on multiple choice questions than on essays.
Is there anything else she should work on?
She could participate more in class discussions. She has good thoughts, but is sometimes shy about sharing them.
I'll talk to her about that. How much homework does she have each night?
About 30 minutes of homework for my class. She should also spend time reading every day.
That sounds reasonable. Do you have any recommendations for books she might enjoy?
Yes, I can give you a list of age-appropriate books. Sarah seems interested in science fiction.
That's perfect. She loves science. When is the best time to contact you if I have more questions?
You can email me anytime or call during my office hours from 3 to 4 p.m.
Thank you so much for your time and suggestions, Mr. Anderson.
You're welcome, Mr. Johnson. Sarah is a pleasure to teach, and with your support, she'll continue to improve.
Vocabulary and phrase breakdown.
A wonderful parent-teacher conversation. Now, let's explain some key phrases.
First, how is she doing in your class is how parents ask about their child's progress. For example, how is my son doing in your class? Or how is she doing in school?
Next, does she have any difficulties? Is how you ask about problems. Like in our dialogue, does she have any difficulties? You can also say, are there any areas she struggles with?
Another useful phrase is, how can I help her at home? This is how parents ask for suggestions. For example, how can I help him at home? Or what can we do at home?
We also used, what about her test scores? This is how you ask about academic performance. Like, what about his test scores? Or, how are her grades?
Finally, when is the best time to contact you is how you ask about communication. For example, when is the best time to contact you? Or how can I reach you?
Now, let's practice these final phrases. Repeat after me.
How is she doing in your class?
How is she doing in your class?
Does she have any difficulties?
Does she have any difficulties?
How can I help her at home?
How can I help her at home?
What about her test scores?
What about her test scores?
When is the best time to contact you?
When is the best time to contact you?
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for your time.
Excellent work. Now try using these phrases when talking to teachers about your progress or your child's progress. Okay, everyone, let's quickly recap what we've learned so far.
We've covered useful phrases for different school situations.
We learned how to talk to new classmates with phrases like, "Are you new here?" and "What grade are you in?"
We also practiced asking teachers for help with expressions such as, I'm having trouble with, and could you give me an example?
And we learned how to discuss homework and exams with phrases like, "Do you want to study together?" and "How much material do we need to cover?"
Finally, we covered parent-teacher conversation phrases, including, how is she doing in your class? And how can I help her at home?
Remember, these phrases will help you communicate more confidently about school and classes.
In the next part, we'll give you a challenge to practice what you've learned.
Listener challenge.
Now, it's time for your challenge. We want you to write a sentence in the comments below about your school experience.
You could say something like, "My favorite subject is," or "I'm having trouble with," or "I study best when."
We'll read some of your answers in our next episode, so don't be shy. We can't wait to hear about your school experiences.
To wrap up, today we learned useful phrases for talking about school and classes in English.
We practiced in 4 different scenarios: meeting a new classmate, asking a teacher for help, talking about homework and exams, and having a parent-teacher conversation.
Remember, being able to discuss school life is an important part of communicating in English, especially for students and parents.
Thank you for joining us on Chill Talk English today.
Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more lessons.
See you next time. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.